Oh, and
I like how they're
felines.
just hanging off.
They're hanging for dear
Yeah.
life too. They're like, "Oh God, help! I'm gonna fall."
Save us, save us! We'll do anything, even for slave labor. That's right. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is the first of the game. No, actually, the second of the games to have forced slave labor.
I'm pretty sure felines have just been workers in the continuity forever.
Yeah.
It's
Still,
a nice
slave
sort
labor.
of symbiosis. You have the felines who are fed and sheltered, and then they cook food for you and get beat up on hunts for some reason.
Well, that's why I still consider it like forced slave labor, especially with the comrades, because they get shelter and then they'll stand in front of a Diabolos for you.
Well, you
and
also get
trampled.
sheltered and stand in front of a dragon, so, I mean...
Yeah, but I'm the one who's really getting all the money out of this. The comrade is getting
He's
nothing.
getting friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship and
Is it
food.
just me, or are all these free ones a lot better than the ones that she sells you later on?
Yes, the ones you can get from her at the start generally tend to be okay, as they'll...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he has a 3-star
No.
one in there. That's rather unusual for the first batch, but...
Yeah. I'm not
The
sure
big
why
thing
exactly go for
about
the 3-star one,
hiring
but I'm...
kitchen cats is the food specialty skills, as you see below.
Yeah. Mainly, I when I was looking through this, I couldn't decide when I was recording, and mainly in the live commentary to give me time to
Talk
talk about it, trying to mumble my way through because I could barely remember anything about felines.
Well, felines, they love to work in the kitchen and cook food. They are adept chefs. And the thing about Monster Hunter after Unite is that you can go to a feline kitchen and get some feline food and get feline buffs.
Felines.
Yeah, the feline buffs are dependent if you're using their speciality type or not, and their level.
Oh, this kitchen. It's a mess.
The kitchen.
Like, why are there chicks
Ah.
in the kitchen?
There's chickens walking
Yeah,
around.
Well, at least they have a rocking intro tune.
look at those little chicks. And yet you never
Yeah,
see any chickens
I don't know,
in the Monster Hunter universe.
No. Well, that's because when they grow into chickens, they get eaten.
I hope they
I
don't
guess.
cook these chicks right here. I named
Or
them.
maybe felines are just murderous bastards who take baby chickens and bite their head
Delicious.
off and are like delicious. Oh, dumbbells. We'll get into those later. Once we get a comrade. We'll also check the comrade board out later. And sorry for the people who listen to my live audio commentary who are totally messing up in it. I didn't think I'd be getting the felines this quickly. I thought they first came after the 2-star for some reason.
Ye totally wrong.
Like, yeah, no, it's because I had just been playing a bunch of Freedom, and they came after the 2-star, so I, for some reason, mixed them together. So if I had remembered, I would have done my research beforehand.
Gastronome. That's what all the chefs call you. It means something.
Yeah.
I'm sure it means something. In fact, I'm positive it means something.
I think it's a French
I
word
just don't
meaning
know what it means, unfortunately.
yeah, I think it's a French word for people who enjoy eating, food, various types of food.
Perhaps.
I'm not entirely sure myself. I'm sure someone will like shout and say, "No, you're doing it wrong," and correct us.
Your cats.
Gastronome, also gastronomer, a connoisseur of good food and drink, a gourmet.
Aha.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I guess
Well,
I was
we're
sorta
eating
right.
food cooked by cats, so
it's
I
a
don't
compliment.
think that really fits at all.
Yeah. So
Sure,
I'm
but
I'm
Thinks
showing up in
highly of
various
himself.
things. Yeah. I'm
thinks
showing up in
he's
various
gourmet.
things
Yes,
where
the
you
cook's
can
coat,
just customize
yes.
them. And
Yes.
yes,
Cook's coat.
I like the cook's coat. The chef's suit
Yeah,
is
it's
stupid.
dumb. The cook's
Yeah.
coat is where it's at. Look at that.
It's
Look at that
his
apron.
And he's
Classy.
gone, I noticed, and I'll have to find him. There we go. Yeah, that looks more chef-like. So, that's what I do. I still like how the kitchen room looks, with all the food around, and the fresh lobsters that they never do anything with.
He sure is cooking that meat.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can make them barbecue for you.
More
You can pick it up after you've
Forced
done the mission.
labor.
Usually I just let them do the barbecuing because I suck
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
more like you're awful at cooking because you're a terrible, worthless hunter.
Yes, that is right. I usually have to use the barbecue gear to even properly do it.
Look, now your food's not even gonna
I'm that
get
bad.
cooked, or rather your barbecue, because you're gonna make him cook.
Yeah, I'm just
It's gonna get all
interrupting him.
burned on one side and it's gonna be all raw
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
other.
it's terrible.
So we're gonna. This is what we have.
I'm
to choose
thinking
between.
the
You'll
chunky
ask
rice and the sticky cream.
Yeah. Yeah, the sticky cream was a little too obvious of a joke I could make with that, so I didn't choose
But powdered cheese is delicious, especially on like pasta.
Yeah. But I'm just
Ooh,
choosing the
cheese
raisins
and
because it's
raisins,
like it's like if you mix raisins and make like a chip out of raisins and then cover them in cheese, so it's really unhealthy. Not to mention there's oil all
Well,
over
you
it.
get a giant rice cake instead.
Yeah.
Delightful sound
The
effects.
size of your afro.
And for some reason they managed to cook a veritable feast out of something that is made of mushroom and cheese powder.
Oh,
my own
I always pick foods based on what their specialties are.
Well,
Is that
that's
what you
probably what
do?
you should do, just for the possible feline bonus.
But yes, the combination
do
of
it
foods that you
otherwise?
eat affects the buff you receive. Eating things like meat and dairy or vegetable and grain, etc., do different things specifically. And it is just eating
Yeah,
what
for
the
the
cat is good at that affects the feline buffs. This old man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's the guy who tells you about the balloon. I was just wondering if he would tell me something new about it after I
He has
played into
nothing
it.
decent to say,
Well, no.
yet he says so much.
No, he doesn't.
I didn't know anybody talked about that.
But yeah, mainly for the Let's Play, I will just be taking as gross of a combination as I can. And I mean, I have a chart where I can look what things will do, so when I'm doing a mission seriously, I'll know what to look for.
Ugh.
It's time to get
But, you know, if it's just a gathering mission or kill 10 of these really weak critters, I'll just take whatever gross combination I can pick.
And tech antlers are apparently good for
the
your
aged
health.
apothecary.
They
Yeah,
they
that's...
grind it up and snort it.
That's what I was making
Clears out the
the
sinuses.
male enhancement joke. I mean, it was so obvious that you could make a joke like that.
And tech a horn.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just, not sure why I wanted to... Oh, there, yeah, I wanted to get the hot...
So here is an example of what food buffs do for you. His stamina bar is extended past the normal amount.
Isn't like 20% that much?
It's not a huge boost, but as you get further
No.
through the game, you can get cats who are better at cooking and thus give you better buffs.
Yeah. Or have a combination of gear and food boost to, like, max out your health.
If you're
stamina
ever
at
using
the start of
gear
each
that
mission.
increases your base health or stamina, you're doing it wrong.
If you don't really got anything better to use it on at that point. I mean, that's what I didn't try. And then until I got something that gave me extra defense or
Well, let's
attack.
not talk about try,
Didn't
because
I?
this is Freedom Unite.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long time before we finish with this game.
Well, at least the multiplayer section. I figured though we'll also do some of the special event missions.
Yeah, you have
there's some
to
real
do
good ones.
a good number of the DLC missions, because a lot of them are really great.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I
Hey,
think you'd know more
good
about
job
that.
eating
and-
2 hot drinks without letting the timer run out.
Well, I mean, they're free.
They're free as long as
I-
you know, don't use them all up in the mission you get them in.
I know, but I just...
Oh, yeah,
and
you get to
here
keep 'em.
I'm so bad at reloading, I couldn't even do it properly. I accidentally let go of the hold shield button down to it.
So I'm sure you've explained the intricacies of the gun lance by now.
Yeah, which is stab them and then fire the bullet in them.
Well, I mean, have you
Something like
told them why you should shoot your gun instead of stabbing them?
Oh, why don't you explain them? I'm not entirely sure. I just figured it'd deal more damage or something if you stab them.
No, the gun lance has the bonus of serving as an infinite source of bombs. Bombs in this game deal damage that ignores defense completely. Gun lances do a combination of this bomb damage and fire damage when you use a shot. The damage of the shot is based upon the type and level of the shot of the gun lance. Since he's using the basic gun lance, he has